When most homeowners in Southcoast Massachusetts decide to sell, the first question is always, how much can we get for it? And that makes sense. You put time into the house, you've upgraded it, you've raised your family there. Especially if you're thinking about upsizing. That number matters. It affects what you can buy next. But here's the shift that has to happen. The market doesn't price emotionally, the market prices comparatively. And pricing isn't about squeezing out the highest possible list number. It's about positioning. Because your list price determines who even sees your home online, how many showings you can get, whether buyers feel urgency or hesitation, and whether you negotiate from strength or weakness. And here in Southcoast Massachusetts, pricing matters even more because we are not one single market. We're a collection of micro markets. And that's where most sellers, especially ones who haven't sold in a while, accidentally hurt themselves. Here's something that surprises people. Momentum is front-loaded. The first 7 to 14 days your home hits the markets are the most important days of the entire listing. That's when your home is new inventory, buyers with saved searches get alerts, Zillow and Realtor.com push it higher, agents send it out to their active buyers. If you price correctly during that window, something powerful happens. Buyers feel urgency. They think, this could go fast, we need to see it. Other people are probably looking at this. And when buyers feel competition, you gain leverage. Now let's talk about what happens when a home is priced too high. It still gets attention in the beginning, but instead of urgency, buyers feel hesitation. They compare it to similar homes in Fairhaven, Dartmouth, Westport, Mattapoisett, New Bedford, and it feels slightly high. So they wait. Showings slow down, days on market increase, and then the question shows up. What's wrong with it? This question is dangerous because once doubt enters the buyer's mind, your negotiating power drops. And here's the part most sellers don't realize. Homes that start too high often sell for less than they could have if they were priced correctly from day one. Not because the house wasn't good, but because the momentum was lost. Now let's zoom in on something specific to South Coast. Waterfront Westport is not the same as inland Westport. Mattapoisett Village buyers behave differently than buyers near Route 6. Paid Dartmouth is different than rural Dartmouth acreage. Fairhaven Harborview homes carry lifestyle premium that suburban subdivisions don't. And New Bedford has multiple markets inside it. Historic homes, waterfront condos, multifamilies, single-family neighborhoods. When you price your home, you're not competing against the entire town. You are competing against a very specific segment. So pricing requires answering 3 questions. Who is the buyer for this home? How many of them are active right now? What else are they touring this week? That's strategy. Not guessing, not hoping, not trying high and seeing what happens. Strategic pricing is not about being conservative, and it's not about being aggressive. It's about positioning your home exactly where demand is strongest. Here's what it requires in Southcoast Massachusetts. Understanding absorption, how quickly are similar homes selling right now, understanding buyer psychology. Where are the price brackets that trigger search visibility? Where do buyers mentally draw budget lines? Understanding condition relative to competition. Is your home turnkey, dated, updated? Does it need cosmetic work? And understanding micro-location premiums. Water access, walkability, harbor proximity, street reputation. Online estimates can't measure those things. They can't measure lifestyle appeal. They can't measure emotional draw. They can't measure street-by-street demand shifts. That's where local strategy matters. Now here's the most important takeaway, especially if you're looking to upsize. If you price correctly, you create energy. You attract buyers early. You protect your leverage. And you often net more even if the list price wasn't the highest possible number. If you price emotionally, you lose momentum, you extend days on market, you invite negotiation from weakness, and you often end up adjusting downward anyways. In a market like ours, where inventory shifts and buyer demand changes seasonally, momentum matters. Pricing is not about hope, it's about positioning. And positioning determines outcome. When sellers understand that shift from emotional pricing to strategic pricing, everything changes.